Good morning you guys, it's Karen and I am here to do a review of this, the Estee Lauder New Dimension Shape and Fill Expert Serum. But I just want to say that it's going to be a first impressions review. This is not something that I've been using for weeks. I have been using it for just under a week. So it's definitely a first impressions review, but I wanted to tell you, you guys that follow my channel know that I'm really into ingredients and I like things without alcohol in and with not too much fragrance in or not too high on the list, that kind of thing. So I just wanted to give you my impression of it. So I actually got a sample of it. I was just looking around in Debenhams and I got a sample because I had put a little bit on my hand and it felt lovely, it seemed lovely. I had a look at the ingredients at the time and thought, yeah, they seem okay from what I could see because I was looking at this box. It's one of these with a sleeve in it and I'm sort of standing there doing this, but it looked okay. So I thought I'll get a sample, try it on my skin and have a look at the ingredients. The ingredients are on the back of the sample actually, and there is quite a lot of ingredients which sometimes puts me off. But I went home, used the sample, actually I got two samples, used both samples and it felt lovely on my skin, really lovely. So I had a look at what Paula's Choice had to say about it as well, because sometimes they pick up on things that I miss. And I have to say they don't give this the greatest review, but it's not a terrible review. It seems to be a bit, not even down the line. They've got some good things to say about it and some bad things to say about it. But I was really interested because I don't very often buy, in fact rarely buy anything from like Estee Lauder, Lancome, Clarins, that kind of thing, skincare wise, because even with Clarins, you know, they are a natural company if you like, but they put a lot of fragrances in their products, even though I love them. For example, I love the Clarins Lotus Oil, but it does have some fragrance in it quite high up on the list. Anyway, I was pleasantly surprised at these ingredients, is what I would say, that they're not, I always expect when I read them and have found in the past that alcohol, denatured alcohol is like one of the top 5 ingredients, and it's not in this. The ingredients are really, really good in my opinion. And it feels lovely. And I was actually going to buy myself a perfume with some Christmas money that I got. And it was a perfume, it was a really expensive perfume. I had got a sample in a magazine, but I went in and smelt it and didn't like it. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy myself 2 nice skincare items from Estee Lauder. The other one is a mask that I'm doing a review on separately to this so that people can find it when searching for it. Let me just read you the claims from the side of the box because strangely enough, I bought this serum and I love it and I'm impressed with the ingredients, etc. But I don't actually agree with the claims of what it's claiming to do. I'm not buying it for that. It says that it's for all skin types for a start, which I would say it's probably for all skin types except for extremely sensitive, because there is fragrance. However, it's very low on the list, so I'm not concerned about the amount of fragrance in it. But I've put it on my hand just to see how strong it is, and it's not strong, it's very delicate. But there's definitely fragrance there, so if you're extremely sensitive, maybe it's something to definitely get some samples of before you use it. It says, now every angle becomes your best angle. A first ever Shape and Fill serum. 3 targeted actions help build the look of skin's contours. Shaping technology helps improve visible dimension. Pro Collagen Complex helps support density. Skin strengtheners help promote definition. Your profile appears beautifully perfected from every angle. I don't agree that this can do anything for the contours of your face. That's just not something that is possible with skincare, in my opinion. And like I said, that's not actually why I bought it. I bought it because the ingredients didn't include alcohol, because it's a really lightweight serum, and a lot of lightweight serums have alcohol in them. It's hard, in my opinion, to find a nice lightweight serum that has no alcohol, that has little fragrance, but that smells lovely, that feels lovely, and that feels like it's doing something for my skin. And that is what this did for me. Like I said, I only had 2 samples, but they lasted me 4 days. So actually I've used that 4 days and I've had this nearly a week. So I guess together I've used it a bit longer than I thought. But I used this and it's just so lovely to use, and I like the ingredients. So this has got some great anti-aging ingredients in it. I wouldn't buy it if it was lovely to use and it didn't give me any benefits at all, like it didn't give me moisturising or some good ingredients in there, then I wouldn't have bothered. But it has some good ingredients in there that are anti-aging. It has some antioxidants, it has some peptides, it has some fatty acids in there. So like I said, really good ingredients, and it just feels lovely on the skin. Like I've put it on here on my hand and it just, you won't be able to see the difference, but I can feel that this one feels smoother. It's got a kind of very slight silky feel to it. This one just feels rough. You know, if you were feeling somebody's hand, this one feels younger. So will this be a repurchase for me? At the moment, I can't say. I would love to have this as part of my routine, but it's uber expensive. This is £62 for 30ml, which is 1 fluid ounce. So it's really, really expensive. And I feel like for me, this is more of a treat to myself, like a one-off treat. And I know that it will be beneficial for my skin and I really enjoy it. But we'll see how I feel at the end. It might be something that I say, oh, I can't live without that. I love the packaging. I think it's beautiful apart from anything else. It's absolutely beautiful. That's something I'd happily have kind of sitting out, you know. But I also love the fact that it's in a pump bottle. That means that it's really good for the ingredients. I don't like things that come in jars. So really, really enjoy that. And yeah, I don't think there's much else to tell you about it at the moment. Like I said, this is a first impression. It's felt lovely on my skin. Oh, one other thing actually, I just remembered reading the Paula's Choice website. They said that it pills. Meaning that it balls up. You know, when you've got too much moisturiser or a thick moisturiser, sometimes you can touch your skin and it goes into little balls or bits. I haven't found it does that on me, so I don't know whether that's my skin type, which would probably be useful for you to know. I do have oily skin, but it's currently, I would say it's combination, but it's not combination in the normal way where it's oily in one area and dry in another. It's combination in that it is oily, but it's also dehydrated. So I really do need to moisturise, and it can be sensitive as well. I haven't found any sensitivities with this. This is why I got the sample, because sometimes my skin can break out. So no sensitivity. I use a moisturiser on top of this, which is the way that it's recommended to use it. I am currently using the Dr. Jart sleeping mask, night sleeping mask. It's in a green kind of pump bottle, and I used that over the top, but I actually put this on in here. I did my skincare routine and put this on, and then I went into my living room later where my skincare bag is and put my night cream on, and I didn't feel like my skin was tight at all using this, which sometimes I can. I do need some moisture to my skin. And like I said, how to use, it's just you use it before your night cream. It says if you're using the Advanced Night Repair, now let me get this the right way around, because I have actually got a little sample of the Advanced Night Repair, though I don't love that serum. I know that worldwide people love it, but I don't love the feel of it. Or even, you know, I don't love the feel of the actual product, and I don't feel anything amazing when I put it on my skin, although I know a lot of people do. If using Advanced Night Repair, apply before this. So you would apply your night repair, then apply this, then apply your moisturiser. So I did say in 2016 I was going to try to be not kinder to my skin, but I was going to maybe try some more, I'm going to try and get a better routine in 2016 for my skin. I don't have a bad routine for my skin, and the last skincare routine on my video is, I think now nearly 2 years old. But it's not in any order, you know. I sometimes use AHAs, and I sometimes use retinol, things like that, and I'd like to get a better sort of routine, that I have things like that in my repertoire, and also that I'm happy to try things like this when I find things that have good ingredients and don't have any of the bad stuff and good packaging, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, I do look at drugstore stuff, but I haven't found much drugstore stuff that kind of fulfills that criteria, other than a couple of products from Olay for moisturising and serums and things like that. Anyway, that's everything. I'm 43, by the way, in case anybody's interested in that. And I am intending on doing an updated skincare once I kind of figure it out, or maybe even before that. Maybe I'll even do this is what I'm currently using and this is what I'm going to use next, something like that, because I know that a few people have been asking lately. So thank you very much for watching. I'll quickly tell you what I've got on my eyes. I've got MAC Copper Sparkle Pigment on my eyes, and then what did I use to go with it? I think I used my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette just for the other kinds of outer corner and crease colour, etc. On my lips, I know this isn't for everybody because you can see the line, but I've got MAC Strip Down Lip Liner and the Too Faced Melted Sugar lipstick on top. And then for blush, I used, I can never ever remember which blush I used. Oh, I used the Ciate Olivia Palermo. It's a bronzer and blush duo, so I used that on my face. That's everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.